Well, hello folks, this is Jim, and I live in Texas, and right now I'm on Texas Highway 969, which runs, it's the back route between Austin and Bastrop. It's a really nice road. It's one of my favorites in this area. This is a straight stretch, but it's got a lot of nice sweeping turns in it. There's not a whole lot of traffic on it. And it's very pretty, as you can see. I am testing doing a test ride of the bike, getting ready for next weekend, April 28th's Heart of Texas Rally. This will be, I believe, the third time I participated in this. First time, 2 years ago, Triniff rode with me. Triniff finished third and I finished fourth because of an arithmetic mistake on my calculations, even though we rode the same route for the same time. And last year I was a little discouraged. I finished right at about the halfway point. I think I finished 22nd or so out of 44 or something like that. And I dropped my bike, which took a lot, about halfway through it, which took a lot of the fun out. But I did finish it. The Heart of Texas Rally is a Iron Butt Association style scavenger hunt rally. It goes for 12 hours. This coming Wednesday I'll receive the bonus locations. I already know the alternate start locations. There's 5 places in Texas you can start from, but you can't really pick one until you see the bonuses. There'll be probably 100 or more bonus locations, each bonus location having a point value, and some combinations of bonuses having another point value. So you've got to calculate the route that will give you the most points in 12 hours of riding. I'm using 2 GPSs. I wired up my bike to support a second GPS last night. Oh, my throat's getting sore. And the reason is because my older GPS, the one in the center of your picture there, if you can see it, is a Lowrance XOG or ZOG. It's a wonderful rally GPS because you can load a full route into that and it'll tell you what time you're going to get to the end. That's really nice, and it was pretty accurate too. So all the time I was riding, I see, you know, the rally runs from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. And if you ever see your ETA, you know, creeping up on 6 p.m., even if you're just starting to rally, you know you got to step up the pace or cut something out or do something wrong. This other one I have is usually, and we use in our cars, it's a Garmin Nuvi. That's why you don't want to go too fast on these country roads. You don't want to smack those horses. It really can't do a sophisticated route and timing like that. One thing about the XOG is you can program it's an older style GPS where I can actually program the different data values to see. I've got a program for the speed, the distance to the next waypoint, the distance, the ETA at the end of the route, and the distance to the end of the route. Modern GPSs are Fisher priced, all of them. They're all Fisher priced as far as I know. Nuvi in particular is Fisher priced. So basically you can have 2 points. You can have your destination at a via point. As far as I know, that's pretty much it, and it doesn't really provide much in the way of ETA information, at least not on the same screen as the map. I bought a pair of speakers a while back and wasn't really happy with them, but I put them back in for this ride, but they're not working very well. Even with the little booster amplifier, I really can't hear the GPS talking to me above 55. The Garmin is good for, it has a much more up-to-date map. Lowrance got out of the automotive GPS, so the newest database that you can get for an XOG is like 2004. So there's a lot of roads it doesn't even know about. The Garmin's pretty good for probably a little better turn by turn. The ZOG is waterproof, the Garmin is not. The ZOG has a brighter screen, but I want the turn by turn, so the plan is to have the ZOG for the big route picture and the newbie for the next waypoint, and we'll just run it that way and see what happens. I wouldn't run this way in normal riding. It is a little distracting. You got to use a little discipline. I'm going to sell some stuff so I can afford to buy a top-of-the-line Garmin. They have something that's an aviation GPS that's very similar to the Garmin 665 for motorcycles. It supports both automotive and aviation use, and I'm going to try to save up $1,000 to buy that. One thing is that when it's warm, it's not super hot. It's 90 degrees right now. It's about 6:30. If you wear your manly Harley-Davidson fingerless gloves, because you're a badass, you want to be able to go for your pistol on the rut while you're riding. You can also get the side benefit of being able to punch the GPS without any glove issues. Well, the Baptists are having a big night tonight. 12 miles from Bastrop. I'm going to call a friend of mine and see if they're home. If they are, I may crash their party. That's enough for now. Come back to you later. Well, my friends Kathy and David are home. I just called them on the phone. So I'm going to run out to their house. Is this it? Yeah, this is it here. Say hello, stop by and say hello for a minute. It's a little bit warm, 91 degrees. I stopped, pulled over to call them, so I didn't just crash a party or something. And felt a little heat out of this engine, You get a little heat out of this. It's not like that Honda ST 1300 I rented a couple of years ago where it was just frying you. But it was noticeable to sit. So I was sitting there with the engine idling to pull my helmet off, call them on the phone.